Okay, so students are supposed to show conservation of mechanical energy. By doing that, what they're going to do is they're going to start with a car up here, and it's going to travel down this ramp, and it's going to free fall. I placed the plate where mathematically I worked out the problem and where I believe it should hit due to conservation of mechanical energy. This is what students will be expected to produce in their groups with their Popplet partners. At least on our end, we have this lab equipment, and the other instructor will have lab equipment as well for their students to do, and we will be able to show that even if we do not use the same numbers, for example, they will not have to have the same height of a ramp or the same car, but it won't matter because it really doesn't matter if this car weighs 5 kilograms or 50 grams, because all that matters really is actually the height and gravity, and then you can do all the calculations. So here's an example. Dropping it, it should hit the plate. As you see, it hits the plate. That is to help support that mechanical energy is conserved. Students are expected to put this in a Popplet. Real quick, if you want to go over the math, so if you have mechanical energy initial, what you're going to end up having at the beginning, you have height. So you're going to have mass times gravity times height is going to be equal to, at the bottom of the ramp, notice you have velocity. So it's going to be equal to 1/2 mv squared. That's just saying your potential energy is going to be equal to your kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means you have motion. Potential energy means you have height. Essentially what you're going to do is you're going to rearrange this equation to solve for that velocity. Because the height is something we determine, so we'll determine how high we want to put it, whatever number you want. A lot of the students will actually have different places where they'll put a plate, and that's dependent on how high they put the car and also how high their table is. So this Popplet is really supposed to get students to engage in their own learning. They'll be using Bloom's taxonomy they'll be creating their own lab, they'll be analyzing the information, and they'll also evaluate and defend and support their mathematics, all while using their Popplet partners to help them with global collaboration so they don't feel like they're on their own.